Good morning, everyone. My name is Virginia Palacios, and I'm leading the strategic marketing for 3D printing in HP. And I have today with me Manuel Laux from AM Solutions and Matteo Rigamonti from Weerg to share with you what we have been working on the automation of unpacking for multi-jet fusion. Last year, we were together in Formnext, and we really hope to be together with you again next year. This is a moment in the year that is very special for us because we get to meet again with many of our customers, many of our partners that at the end of the years have become our friends. We are all trying to advance the industry together. Here you see our team with Matteo last year discussing especially this unpacking automation solution. You can see also Mr. Rösler from AM Solutions and Ramon Pastor, the general manager for the HP 3D printing, signing the partnership for this unpacking solution that we have done together. This year has been a very hard year for everyone. During the initial first wave of COVID, we had all our engineers working to design parts for hospital, trying to help the communities around us. We have all our machines in the lab producing parts for COVID. We are now getting into the second wave that we really hope it will be finished soon. But still, we have been able to advance several of the solutions, and the automation of unpacking that we are announcing today was really in the top 3 for all the surveys that we did last year on what are the solutions that we needed to develop in order to advance multi-jet fusion and additive in general. The automation and manual labor involved otherwise is really one of the barriers for adoption of the additive technology. What you can see here is the automatic unpacking solution that we developed with AM Solutions. The interface to this is the natural cooling unit, where you would take the natural cooling unit, put it on top of this machine, and as you will see in the video, and then it would automatically unpack the parts and put all the powder reclaim into the external tank, so you can very easily put it in the post-processing station to be used as recycled powder, and then you would have all the clean parts getting out of the machine. The process takes anywhere between 15, 20, up to 30 minutes, depending on which is the part that you are unpacking, and really reclaims a significant percentage of powder above what a manual worker would do. Here you can see the solution together in the environment. Really it can be together with the rest of the printers, or it can be in the post-processing if you have a different room for that, and it's totally integrated both from a hardware and workflow perspective, so that whatever is happening in the unpacking station is totally connected to the cloud solution that we have. Here you can see some examples of the outcome of the unpacking solution. As you see, the gray part is really clean, so it's not fully clean. Still, you would probably need a different step, but you can see the level of powder that we are reclaiming is very, very significant. It's in majority of cases above 95%, and in some cases above even 99%. What for sure you can see from the pictures is that if you had an operator getting to this level of cleanliness in the part, it would take a lot of time, and probably it will not be consistent because people get tired of doing this type of work that is not adding a lot of value within the workflow. So getting to this level of cleanliness would be very, very expensive. So here you see some of the parts that we are seeing that is getting into high production, more mass production, like the dentures, the insoles, the fasteners, but for sure there are many others. Something also that we wanted to test is even the solution is optimized for this ongoing production of the same part over and over. We wanted to see what happens if you put it in a service bureau environment, because the majority of the fleets that we have today are still in service bureaus. And this is why we decided as the beta customer to choose Weerg. Weerg is a service bureau in Italy, as Matteo will explain us in a minute, and they have been really testing the solution with big parts, small parts, thin parts, thick parts, very fragile parts, very solid parts, and the outcome is well above our initial expectations because the solution is performing really, really well. If we need to summarize what is the solution providing to our customers, probably the reason why a majority of our customers are interested in it, based on the feedback we've been gathering, is about reducing the manual handling and the manual labor involved in the unpacking process. This is not adding a lot of value to the part, and then you can repurpose these people to do something else that is more important for your business, and especially in these times of COVID, where getting people into the office can be challenging. The fact that you can manage your business with less labor involved can really make a big difference. The other thing that is important is that you are reducing the variability across different builds, because you remove this like personal difference on how they are handling the parts. And then we'll have some, let's say, modes in the machine, but if there is a customer that have a very specific geometry that needs some specific parameters, we can tune the mode to unpack in a more optimized way. So this is something that we can offer to our customers. And then what we are seeing is that when the user is actually with the machine in their facility, they are seeing additional benefits to the solution. So there is one that is very clear, that is the time it takes to unpack. So we can do it 15, 20, 30 minutes, but it will not be 1 hour, 2 hours, and it's independent of what is inside the build. So you can be much more predictable in time and in the outcome. You can also, in some cases, do hot unpacking without at higher temperatures, because the safety of the operator is not involved anymore. So it's the machine that handles everything. The additional powder reclaim can be also a very significant part of the cost, because at the end, a big part of the cost of a part is really the powder that you are using. And in the powder that you are using is the powder that you have in the part, together with the powder that you waste during the unpacking cleaning process. And then the fact that you are having it connected through the HP 3D Center makes you totally in control of what's going on with your build at all points. So now let us put a video on how the solution actually works, so you can see the workflow that I was mentioning before.
Meet the HP Jet Fusion 5200 Series 3D Automatic Unpacking Station, designed to automate the unpacking process. Now you can achieve consistent unpacking results through an automatic process with an industrial-grade solution. Ideal for unattended, fast unpacking of small to medium-sized parts, allowing you to repurpose labor to other tasks within your workflow. The process starts when the cooling cycle is completed inside a natural cooling unit. The job is then ready to be unpacked, and the 3D printed parts can be extracted for further cleaning and post-processing. For the automatic workflow, the natural cooling unit is picked up using the recommended Hoffman forklift, and then moved to the automatic unpacking station. The natural cooling unit is placed on top of the platform with the lid opened, and the RFID sensor registers and reads the identity of the unit. Once all the pre-unpack checks are completed, the job is transferred to the automatic unpacking station. The empty natural cooling unit can then be removed using the forklift and stored, ready for the next job. After the correct unpacking mode is chosen on the station's touchscreen and the top lid is closed, the automatic unpacking process can begin. Vibrations of the internal platform are employed in conjunction with vacuum and air blasting to remove and reclaim the loose powder from the parts. The process can be optimized for a specific build design using the station's process knobs. At any time during the automatic unpacking, you can check process status and access historical job data through the HP 3D Center dashboard. In as little as 30 minutes, the automatic unpacking process of a full build can be completed. The non-fused material powder can be recovered and stored in the external tank for reuse in future builds. For certain geometries, your workflow performance can be further enhanced by enabling the reclaim of more non-fused material powder. The parts are finally delivered, ready for further post-processing through a side door in an unloading box. After every use, the automatic unpacking station can be easily cleaned, and the external tank can be switched to the processing station after several jobs have been completed, so the unused material can be reused in future jobs. Achieve consistent build-to-build unpacking results fast, with reduced manual handling of the material powder and reduced post-processing labor with the HP JetFusion 5200 Series 3D Automatic Unpacking Station.
And with that, let me introduce again Manuel from AM Solutions. They have been working with us in these COVID times to really develop this solution. It has been really a pleasure to share the journey with them. It was not easy, but really the people behind in both companies made a difference to have this into the market and be able to share with you today.
Many thanks, Virginia, for an introduction. So my name is Manuel Laux. I'm running AM Solutions 3D post-processing technology. It's a new business unit within the Rösler group. We were formed approximately 2 years ago, I think 2.5 to be precise. We are only focusing on the post-processing side of 3D printing. So anything that has to do with post-processing a 3D printed part, that's the business we are in. And I think when I joined AM Solutions, one of the first companies I met was HP on the Formnext 2 years ago, and we were discussing which challenges it's worth tackling in the post-processing industry. So what is AM Solutions? We are a brand of the Rösler Group. So our company, our mother company is the Rösler Oberflächentechnik, a company that's family owned, that's in the business for over 60 years. And we are in our traditional business focusing on surface quality. So it came natural to us to also have a focus on the post-processing side for 3D printed parts. What we do here is we develop and produce equipment specially tailored to the needs of our 3D printing customers. We have gathered and joined forces with the technologies we have in-house, but we are also broaden our horizon to enable new applications and new technologies. Our focus is with AM Solutions to have an end-to-end solution. So we're not focusing on a single technology or one single problem. We want to solve the problem of having a post-processing solution from starting with the print and ending with the final part that can be used or sold. We also focus on the metal side of the AM world, but today we're talking about the polymer side. We have a broad expertise in 3D printing and also so not only in post-processing, we also have some experts in 3D printing. We are running our own printers here at Rösler for R&D topics, but also for our internal production. And we're also leveraging MJF internally to make our products even greater than they are today. A small outlook on what's the value add that Rösler brings to this great solution. We have a R&D lab where we run the printers, where we can also set up a post-processing chain where we can really validate what our customers are doing. We have our own printers that produce parts. We have an automation division that really focuses on how to bring post-processing to an industrial level. And we have a broad network all over the world. Rösler itself has, I think, 16 own subsidiaries all over the world. So we've quite a broad network. We also have, I think, more than 150 partners. So we want to be close to the customer. We really want to help our customers understand what our customers need. And also in case there is a need, like a service need, we want to be fast to our customers. In terms of industries, in Additive, we see nearly the same main industries like in the traditional world. We have automotive, we have aerospace, we have medical, and we have tooling. And the experience we bring from our traditional business, we want to leverage in the additive world. So how did the journey start with a 3D unpacking solution? For us, it came quite naturally. The unpacking was always manual, and HP had the vision of having a scalable, fully automated solution. And that made perfect sense to us. So as Virginia explained, the three pillars we have, like having a fully automated process that is not labor intensive, that scales without adding new workers to your post-processing department, that makes just sense for the customers, but also for ourselves. And then in the first time in history, you have something that is reproducible. So you will see the same results when you unpack your MJF parts with every build. So it's not that it's depending on the condition of the worker, which worker is doing the labor, how much powder you can reclaim. You can really rely on the solution that once you have an optimized build, you can also optimize how you unpack your build. And that gives you a consistent amount of reclaimed powder. That enables you to calculate what will your part cost. So cost per part is really something that is not dependent on the performance of the labor, but you can optimize with the equipment. And it also gives you some knobs you can tune. The manual labor, the labor itself, the worker itself can also tune how he unpacks the build, but that's really dependent on the worker. So that's not that's knowledge that's with the worker, but once your labor does something else, you will not have the same benefits. So here you can, you optimize your build, your build space, you can optimize how you unpack. And that can be stored, that program can be reused over and over again, and you will see optimized results also in the unpacking and post-processing. Another really cool thing, I think, is that you can really monitor and see the performance within the 3D center of HP. So it's a fully integrated solution. It's not standalone. It's not something that's added to the solution. It's really part of the solution. And all that, I think for me, that's it's not a question if you want to add something like this to your installed base. It's really a strategic investment if you want to scale your production, if you want to bring it to an industrial level, if you want to print more parts without adding more labor, but enable your labor to do something else that's drives your production, then this is a solution you really need. That's from my perspective on the project. It has been a blast working with HP, working with the HP engineers. It was a challenging time. It was a quite steep learning curve, but it was also a lot of fun. And I know from my team and from myself that what we have been doing here for the last, I think, year is quite amazing.
Yeah, absolutely. So I think the sentiment is likewise in the HP team. We have gone through very hard moments where people could not even go to the lab to actually test the things, but really it has been the people at both sides of the company who really made it happen. But of course, we couldn't have finished this without the actual validation of someone that really knows what they need. At the end is the customer, the one that will tell us if we did a good job or not. So Matteo, help us understand what has been your experience with the unpacking in Weerg.
It was a very good experience, to be honest. First of all, let me introduce Weerg. I founded Weerg 3 years ago as a CNC machining company. Not because I didn't love 3D printing, but because at the time I thought that there was no technology available to make money with 3D printing. When HP kicked off the 4000, I bought it immediately because I thought that it was the right machine to make money with the 3D printing. Now, this solution, I have to be honest that the turnover of 3D department is bigger than CNC machining department and more profitable as well. Our idea, since we are a company who just sell online, is to simplify to create a product that is industrial. What you want to do is to transform a product that is handcrafted in something that is industrial. Sometimes handcrafting means something romantic or beautiful or better. But to be honest, if you want to save money, if you want to make money, it's better to create a product that is like a commodity. The printer is very good for printing, but sometimes the post-processing can be really a problem. And when we saw that it was possible to try a machine to unpack the parts, we thought that it was the right solution for us, because now we have 8 machines and we are able to do 16 builds per day. It's something very difficult to manage without a machine. The automatic unpacking system represents an industrial solution for us because it's automated. It takes just at the top 30 minutes to unpack the parts, and it's very good. It's really beyond our expectation because it's able to get out the parts, even delicate parts or big parts. And the people that we used to use to do this job are doing different things more profitable than unpacking. It's operator independent. It means that when we put the build into the machine, we do nothing. We just wait the end of the automated unpacking. And we saw that it's possible to set the machine to make better parts, better results with the smaller parts. But to be honest, the machine is very efficient, even with the standard setting. It fits perfectly the 5200, the natural cooling unit, and I think it goes on the workflow absolutely perfectly. And so when we had a beta testing machine, and there were some very small problems at the beginning, but now the machine works so well that we decided to keep it, because when they told us that the beta testing was finished and the machine should have go back to the producer, we decided to keep it. And I think we can't give up anymore to this solution.
So thank you very much for sharing your experience with us, Matteo. The collaboration also with your team has been really amazing on the weekly meetings, and as you well say, the performance of the machine in this type of parts were really above our expectations. So we were very happy to see the limits that you really took to the machine, and how we could solve together the small issues that happen as it was a prototype. So thank you for your patience.
We are very happy too. The next step is the automatic shot pinning. So, because the shot pinning takes a very long time. We are really unable to automate it really. Not like the automatic unpacking station. If you are able to do something similar with the shot pinning, it will be a money machine, the 5200. So I will just look at the cash, and that's all.
Okay, so on that, Manuel, I don't know if you want to share with us, there has been some additional work being done by AM Solutions. I don't know if you want to make like a hint on what else is coming.
So many thanks, Matteo. I'm very proud and happy that you liked the machine. It was not the work only of us, but
we love the machine. We don't like the machine. We love the machine.
Yes, I'm happy that you love the machine, and I can tell you the ones. So your feedback made it even better. So the ones you will be seeing in the future, in case you need you increase your installed base, there will be even.
Unfortunately for you, now we have 8 machines and we are going to install 4 more. But I think that a single machine is able to manage until 20 HP 5200. So you did much better.
We were too good. We were too good.
We thought in the customer. We didn't think on us.
You did too much. It was better if you say that it takes 1 hour to unpack the process to unpack the build, and it was better for you. But anyway.
So, but we still have the challenge left with the shot blasting or shot peening of your 3D printed parts, and I can't fully disclose what's coming. But it's true that we have something installed. We are currently developing on a new solution that will fully fit the process you're currently working with, and that will extend.
I will be very offended if you won't make me the beta test.
I will personally vote that we will work together with you again. No, so we will shortly have something that we can show to the public that will fit the MGF workflow, that will fit the process you're working with, and that will automate and take out the hassle of shot blasting, and also have a focus on reproducibility, on making sure the quality measures are met, that you can control and also log what you're doing, and that your production is scalable but also consistent. So that will be very soon, and I'm happy to introduce it to you, and I hope that these COVID times I can come personally to you and we can show you.
Anyway, I think I don't. It's not to be negative, but I think that shot peening it's more complicated than the unpacking, because unpacking is something that can be put in a workflow, but shot peening it really depends on the shape of the single part, and then the automation will be very difficult. But anyway, since you do such a good machine for unpacking, maybe you will be able to do something very good for shot peening as well.
So you're right. It's a tough topic to have a shot blasting equipment that also meets these quality standards. But I think working together with HP, we will manage to have a great solution. Working together with you, we'll have something that really fits the customer needs. And the vision we have is something kind of more modular, where you application specific can tweak different knobs so it fits your process. Yeah.
But in particular, I think that in our case, it's the right place to do testing, because since we are a service, we don't have always the same product, and so we don't need a single solution. We need a solution that is good for every different type, because we do so different things, from aerospace to the dildos. It's incredible. So we can't say that we do always the same thing. So if you're able to do something that can solve our problems, can really solve all the problems around the world.
Fantastic. So with that, let me invite everyone to connect with us in the Formnext Connect platform, in case you have any question or any follow-up topics that you would like to have with any of us. So have a great day, and thank you, Manuel and Matteo, for joining me today.
Thank you.
Thank you, Virginia.